Okay, what the hell does licensing have to do with affordable watch collecting? The reason you subscribe to this channel, or the reason you're about to subscribe to this channel? Well, kind of a lot. Number one, I think the biggest news out of the affordable watch collecting community this year was when Seiko teamed up to make those Street Fighter watches. Everyone lost their minds, and the way it happened was Seiko paid to license Street Fighter and made these watches. The second reason, though, is we have an opportunity as a watch community to help design the next licensed watch. This is really cool. We're going to get into it in a second, but I titled this video, "What is the Secret of Licensing?" And it's not so much a secret as it is when I realized this truth, it was kind of one of those, whoa, kind of moments. And that is that anyone can do it. If you have the money and the right business idea, you can license anything. You can start a watch brand tomorrow, and if you have the money and the plan, and Sega agrees with you, you can make yourself a Sonic the Hedgehog watch. There we go. I never realized that was a tongue twister. You can make yourself a Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog watch. But this isn't about Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't say it anymore. This is actually about Popeye. You remember Popeye? Popeye the Sailor Man with the kind of odd speech impediment, and he eats spinach and gets all big and saves the day. The watch brand Vario has an opportunity to work with the Popeye brand. Now, Vario is a small watch brand out of Singapore. Check out this video somewhere up here because I recently backed them on Kickstarter. They have a new trench watch that looks absolutely phenomenal, an enamel dial. I cannot wait to get my hands on this watch in February. But since I came in contact with the brand, I'm on their email list, and just the other day, I got an email from the owner, Ivan, who has an opportunity to license Popeye, and he wants our input in order to make the one that best suits his customer base. So check this thing out. If you are a part of the Vario Watch community, you might have seen our post on Popeye. I have an opportunity to license Popeye, but I want some insights from you. So he links to this survey over here. And I think this is really, really cool. And if you're interested in this, I'm putting the link to this survey in the description of this video so you can fill it out yourself and you can help develop the next licensed watch. So here's the questions. Your email address, whether or not you're a Popeye fan, I sure hope you are, or else you're just wasting everybody's time, and some demographic questions, but then they get into some specifics. After the price, which obviously appeals to us. This is an affordable watch collecting community, and it's cool that one of the options is even under $100. That would be a fun watch to have. They go on into design, so you can choose or at least give your input onto which watch you would choose, and then hopefully influence Ivan's decision down the road. And I just never really saw the back end of this before. Maybe that's what excited me about it so much, because I've had watches like this. I had a Mickey Mouse watch growing up. I mean, how famous is that watch? It's even kind of a star character in all those Robert Langdon Da Vinci Code books. The main character always has his Mickey Mouse watch with the little hands pointing to the hours and minutes. And now we're in the back end of it. You can actually vote. Would you rather have character hands on your watch or have these normal Dauphine hands? I never can pronounce Dauphine correctly, or I think I can't. But this is kind of awesome, and look at those Popeye hands. It's not just the kind of corny Mickey Mouse hands. Those are his beefy forearm hands, plus the spinach popping out. So you can make your decision on that, even asking your input on size, dress, nautical, dive. I think a dive watch would match Popeye kind of perfectly. He's a sailor man, after all. And even goes on to strap options and all kinds of different things. I think this is a really cool option, even a Popeye alarm clock you can vote for. And while I may not want to walk around with the cartoon Popeye on my wrist, the idea of a Popeye alarm clock is kind of cute, and I think I'm kind of into it. Even going down to Popeye merchandise, because if you license it, you have the right to use the likeness, and it all varies on the contracts you sign, etc., but it doesn't have to be watches. You can even start and do merchandise sales like he's asking if you'd be interested in here. Popeye t-shirts, Popeye polos. And that's what really is kind of interesting to me about licensing. Not only can anyone do it, but if you have the right idea, it really can catch fire. And there's so much money in licensing. Intellectual property is a friggin' gold mine if you know where to look, where to invest, where to go. A really cool show on Netflix is The Toys That Made Us. And I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So watching that episode was kind of mind-blowing because even though they started as a comic book, they didn't start becoming popular until they made the licensing agreement. They hired an intellectual property lawyer to sell the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for action figures. And then later the TV show. The TV show was only made to sell the action figures, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles only became popular because of licensing. It's kind of odd when you think about it, but that is the history of TMNT. And here Popeye is trying to make their brand more relevant by reaching back out to the public. And that's what a lot of people do. And that's actually how a lot of deceased celebrities still make money. If you look at the list of the richest dead celebrities, I mean, Michael Jackson's on the top, but you see people like Marilyn Monroe, and she's, or her estates, basically solely making money by selling the rights to her likeness. From everything from more standard, probably beauty products to, I think we've all seen these before, like the gangster Marilyn Monroe t-shirts. I mean, they paid to use her likeness to make those shirts. Elvis, I have an Elvis watch on the channel. I have that video here. Obviously, that watch was made by paying Elvis's estate to get the rights to use his likeness. Boom, here's an Elvis watch. Elvis's estate actually is trying to become more relevant now by doing more licensing agreements, including making an animated television show that's coming to Netflix in which animated Elvis is a crime fighter. And that's 100% true. So licensing is everywhere you look, but I guess I never would have thought that a smaller watch brand like Vario would be able to do something with a brand or an idea as big as Popeye. I know there's no huge blockbuster Popeye movie. He's not huge like the Marvel characters are, so I'm sure the money isn't that insane. But still, I think it's really cool that a small watch company is able to get into the licensing business and make these Popeye watches. So that's basically it. That's just what I wanted to share with you today, kind of the behind the scenes of the way licensing works, but also this opportunity to help shape a newly licensed watch. If you're interested, again, the link is in the description of this video. You can fill out the survey and help Ivan decide how he wants to design this watch and whether or not he wants to throw a t-shirt in the mix as well. Thanks so much for watching. There are 2 new videos every week on this channel. Still growing this thing. It's a small channel right now, but thank you so much for joining, and the subscription really does help. Also, if you want to be alerted when I make a new video, you can hit that bell icon as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.